Just bought the world's largest arthropod, but something's wrong. I don't understand. This is a very small box. These guys can get it like 3 feet wide. What do we have here? Did they ship me the wrong thing? I'm not exactly sure. So we'll go ahead and crack this open. Inside, theoretically, should be a coconut crab. One of the coolest things out there. It's much like a hermit crab, but way, way bigger, and they only use a shell for about the first month of their life. Otherwise, they just have a really hard exoskeleton. Yeah, this don't seem right. I figured that maybe he was just like cramped up in there, but yeah, it's just papers. Holy crap, do you see that? That is a coconut crab. That is the smallest coconut crab I've ever seen in my life. He is just a little baby. This is crazy. I am stoked. I seen a picture of a baby once, and it was a little bit bigger than this. This guy is so tiny. Now, we got to be very careful here. I did have a friend that got grabbed by one of these. It was only 5-inch specimen, from what I hear, and it actually broke his finger. So, very strong pinchers. They're used to rip coconuts apart. They're very strong. Look at you. You were definitely in there a little tight. Now, yet again, those containers kind of work as a seat belt. You don't want them to jostle around. You want them to be pretty tight when they get shipped. It's a very quick process. He was only in there for about 16 hours, I would say. But he looks very good, all in all. Cute little dude. Look at those little antennas going. He is sensing everything, trying to figure out if I am food or foe. At this size, I bet just about everything out there is a foe to this dude. Very beautiful little coconut crabs. So these guys get huge. Huge. They get the size of your pet dog. Unless you have like a little chihuahua. And then he might actually try to eat your pet dog. But, very cool. These are not well understood in captivity. We don't know a lot about these. In most of the world, they just eat them as food. I don't like that. I think these guys are intelligent. I think they're very interesting, very neat. I would hate to see him get eaten. So a lot of people, last time I showed one of these off, got very mad at me for having one. There's a quota every year on how many you can catch. And people go out and catch these and sell them. They're either going to sell them to the food market or to me. I would much rather me have him than the food market. We got to be careful here. I've never tried to pick one up this small. Getting a hold of him is going to be a trick. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get him to this little container. I had a cage set up for him, but it was much too big for him. Sorry, I did just yeet you. I did not mean to yeet you. I didn't want you to grab me. He got on my hand and I just kind of shoved him over. If you want to see this guy grow or see more content, hit that follow.